Just had the last day of school, no more finals, got straight A's, passed all my finals, unemployed, and it's winter break. Like, guys. It's such a magical time. What a time to be alive. I'm so happy. And because of that, I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of like, you know, a little reward, a little treat for getting straight A's. And thank God, because it boosted my GPA for my grad school applications just a little bit more. And I need that a lot to let me into those schools. So we have nothing now. Like, it's just, we're completely free, and I'm so glad. This was a long semester and a tough one, but we're balling now. We're balling out, and we're gonna go look at a little bit of comics, maybe go to Barnes & Noble after. I'm starting off at the half price store because, you know what, we're balling on a budget, and they usually have really good stuff here. And it's like, it's a smaller business, so it's not like half price books or like McKay's, so like they charge a little bit too much sometimes, in my opinion, but here they're usually really good with their prices. So I can't wait to see what they have here. And yeah, we're just all done, guys. Oh, also, I have the shoes on. If you guys saw the movie Challengers, this is what Patrick Zweig, was that his last name? I think, yeah, the one with the curly brown hair. This is the shoes he wore in the movie, and obviously I'm very easily influenced. They are the most uncomfortable shoes in the entire world, though. They hurt my feet so bad, and they're already splitting. I've only had them for like, oh my gosh, I guess I've had them for like 2 years. Oh my god, time is moving by too fast. But yeah, I got the shoes from the movie Challengers because I love the movie so much. And yeah, that's genuinely like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good. I don't know why I love it so much. It's just a good movie. The soundtrack's amazing. If you guys know 9 Inch Nails, I think I guess both of them did it, because Trent Reznor and Atticus, forgot his last name, but those two, 9 Inch Nails, did the music for that movie, and mwah, phenomenal. So good. Like, they look good and all, but I swear they are so uncomfy. They're just terrible to walk in. Here is the first place. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but like, someone like got rid of like a really recent comic collection. The Batman and Robin by Mark Waid, like this series. They're selling it for $22, which makes sense because this is like brand new. I love the art in this book though, it looks so cute. I can't believe someone gave this away. Look at them, it looks so cute together. Oh, Chris Sammy, that's who the artist is. Yeah, I think this is all 12 issues, I'm pretty sure. But like, the Absolute Green Lantern, not only that, these three, Justice League Unlimited, the new Mark Waid run, both of these, and then Absolute Green Lantern. Like, this just came out. I got the third book for Blue Beetle. I only have the second one. I love the art style though. There's the goat on the back. I'm not joking. Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is such a good find, but it is $20. And I don't know about that, but this is such a cool run because it has Dustin Nguyen on the artwork, and he's like one of my favorite artists. This is also one of his covers too. So every single one of these is like one of the new era comic runs, and I think that's so crazy. All new, like brand new. Okay, now like, seriously, just came out. Sonic the Hedgehog, the DC crossover. This is so fun too. I don't know why someone gave this away. I got the entire run in singles, and like the art's so fun in it too. I can't believe someone gave this away. I got some Marv Wolfman stuff, Batman Year 3, and the new Teen Titans Judas Contract. So far the only thing I'm getting is Batwoman. This is volume 3. I'm missing volume 2 then, but it's only $5, so I feel like I can't pass that up. I have no clue who this is. It's called The Silencer. It's from the Dark Knight's Metal era. It looks pretty cool. She's kind of giving Snake Eyes. No, not Snake Eyes. Storm Shadow. She's giving Storm Shadow. Oh, it's Dan Abnett too. I really like his writing. This is $5 too, but it's volume 3, so no. Oh my gosh, they have another new run. The G. Willow Wilson Poison Ivy run. This is volume 3 though. I need volume 2. I knew they'd be in there somewhere. Okay, and then I found this Scott Snyder, Kyle Higgins, like both these writers on the story, Batman Gates of Gotham. I have no clue what era this is from though, and like I genuinely had no clue this even existed, or Kyle Higgins was even on like a Batman run, but it looks super cool. The artwork looks cool. I'm guessing it was New 52-ish era, I think. because like the Robin suit was giving me like New 52. Also, this is my favorite Robin suit. It is so cool. I love Red Robin. And the result, let's see what we got. First up is Batwoman. This is volume 3, World's Finest. It was $4.99, and this is from J.H. Williams III's run. I have the 3rd volume now, so I'm just missing the 2nd one. And I actually don't have a DC Infinite subscription at the moment. I'm gonna try to find it in the physical format first before I go get another subscription. I'll probably get one again because it's winter break. I just canceled it for school because I was just like, it's taking money out of my account and I do not have time to read right now. And then I got Lazarus by Greg Rucka. This looks so cool. It's giving me like Tomb Raider vibes, but it's not even close to that. Each family, there is one person given the best they can offer, training and technology and assets. Every scientific advantage, this person is named their family's sword, shield, and protector, their Lazarus. And the family Carlisle, the Lazarus is called Forever. This is the beginning of her story. So I'm guessing this woman is like a weapon for this family and she's gonna break free or something and take the system down. But yeah, this is Greg Rucka, and Michael Lart is doing the art, and then the colors is by Santi Arcus. So this just looks super cool. Also, W. Hayden Blackman does the coloring for Batwoman. Maybe. It says they team up, so I'm assuming the team up means J.H. Williams III is doing the penciling and the writing, and then he's doing the art. Finally, we have I Got It Guys Saga. Everyone keeps saying like how good it is, and I need to stop like passing it up, so I'm listening. I'm gonna get it. It was only $5.99, and it's usually more expensive at McKay's, so I was like, let me just get it here. But Brian K. Vaughan's the writer, Fiona Staples is the artist, and I love Brian K. Vaughan's work so much. Oh, she does not have a shirt on. Oh my gosh, there's so many naked people in this. I'm trying to show the art and like, okay, definitely not a PG-13, but I'm super excited to read this. I seriously, I love Brian K. Vaughan's writing so much. I just got his compact the other day, Why the Last Man, and oh my gosh, he wrote the television show Lost. Who knew? Maybe you guys knew that. Wait, I should watch Lost then. I had no clue he was like writing TV shows. That's pretty cool. I completely forgot what I was saying. That just distracted me. It was probably something about how I like Brian K. Vaughan's writing. I really do like his writing, but I don't know, that's so surprising to me. Anyways, we are gonna go to Barnes & Noble now, and will I get anything there? Probably not, but I just like walking around in there. I like the atmosphere. It's just really relaxing, and I just like Barnes & Noble. And maybe they have the Criterion sale. If they have the Criterion sale still going on, I'll probably get something. But if they don't, because those movies are so expensive. So first up was the movie section. The Criterion sale was not happening, so I was not going to get anything, which was so upsetting because this is like one of my favorite movies of all time, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And I was looking for this during the sale, and they didn't have it, so I was really upset about that. And then they had some of the Studio Ghibli stuff. Ghibli, I actually don't know how to say the name of that. But I like the little, I think it's called like a steel book. I bring it down over here, but I want one of those for Spirited Away because I just love the look of it, and I would love to own that like as a DVD. And then I looked at the music section. They were having a sale, but only on the holiday music, and most of the stuff that they had there, I already had, like all that Kali Uchis stuff. I own every single one of her CDs. The new Tame Impala, it had 20% off. I almost got it, but I'm going to listen to it on streaming first, and then some Radiohead stuff. It had a lot of good music on this one. I do like some Radiohead music. I need to listen to more of their stuff though. They had some of Fade's music here too. I think I have one of his albums. I could not remember if those were the albums I owned. And same for this one. I love Japanese Breakfast. Did not know if I already owned this album, but this is my favorite album by them. Then they had the new Tron Ares soundtrack. I want to watch this movie so bad. I know everyone hated it, but I told you I love Nine Inch Nails, and I think they always go insane on the soundtracks. And then this is another movie soundtrack. I really love the Black Panther soundtrack for the first one. Kendrick Lamar did such a great job on this album, and it's so good. And the Barbie soundtrack, this is a sleeper hit. I think this is a sleeper hit. I was looking at a lot of the music on the back, and I realized I forgot that it was even for the movie. And then Suki Waterhouse, I thought about getting this album because, I'm not gonna lie, I only know her because she is married to Robert Pattinson, but they also had some of the Avatar series on sale. I am a bigger fan of The Legend of Korra though, so if it was The Legend of Korra, I think I totally would have got that. And then took a stop in the manga section, of course. Saw this one, Goodnight Pun Pun. Everyone recommends this to me. I need to read it, but I know it's like super heavy and depressing, so I don't think I can handle that right now. That's for a time in the summer, not in the winter. That's a very this is like a summer read. And then Green Yuri, of course, we love it. And more of the manga section. The manga section at this Barnes & Noble is actually pretty stacked, and I need to get manga. I need to get more manga. One Piece, that is on the list. That is also a big time commitment though, so I'm not really big on that one yet. And then Nana. I know a lot of people, or Nana, actually don't know how to say it. I know a lot of people like that one. Kaiji number 8, I do read that one and I love it so much. Then Jujutsu Kaisen. I want to get started on this one, but again, long time commitment. Was this one? Oh, Gachi Akuda, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's this one. I could not see the title. I hear people talking about that all the time too. Saying, I don't know how to say this one. Frieren. This is I saw the anime on Netflix the other day, I think, but that one's also interesting to me. Then we went to the comic section, Batman and Robin. This is the second for Joshua Williamson's run. I think the cover was kind of torn up and that's why I didn't get it, but I definitely want to read more of his run because I absolutely love it. And then here's me giving a full look of everything. Their comic section also pretty stacked. There is some of the artwork in the Batman and Robin run. It looked pretty cool, and of course, I need to get it. Under the Red Hood. I read this a long time ago. I think like in middle school. No clue what happens in it. Well, I know what happens in it, but I definitely need to buy it and read it again because I do remember liking the story, and I also really love the movie. It's my favorite of the animated movies, I think, but I almost got that, and they had a bunch of Mark Waid, World's Finest stuff. Want to read that soon. They had some Young Avengers stuff too, and I feel like every time I talk about a comic run that I want to read, like it just randomly shows up, and that is exactly what happened with this one. A lot of money though. I need to get a Marvel subscription and just read it online because it looks super cool to me, and I love like teenage teams like that. And they had some Spider-Man Noir. I think the TV show is coming out soon, so that's why they're advertising a lot. And what is this? Oh, Moon Knight. Oh my god, I don't know how to say his name. Jeff Lemire. I want to read his run so bad. And then they had a bunch of Avatar comics. I want to buy these Avatar comics a lot. I think they're like $30 each though, so that's why I skipped out on that one. And then Zatanna. Straight up just don't remember how to pronounce her name, but I almost got that. And Red Hood, I don't know if people like this one. I know a lot of his runs are iffy, so also skipped out on that. And then N.K. Jemisin, she wrote the Far Sector Green Lantern series. It was so good. And I had no clue that she was also like writing sci-fi books and fantasy books, so this is definitely going to be added onto my list for future reference because I just love Far Sector so much, so I think I would definitely love one of her books. Yeah, but that was the haul I got from the other day. Saga, Lazarus, and Batwoman. I am super excited for Saga because I know this is like some people's like favorite comic series, comic run of all time. So I'm like, I really hope it's living up to the hype. So I now have an image shelf basically. And by an image shelf, I mean I have 6 comics. I think, yeah, 6. We have All of Invincible, then I have Saga and Lazarus, so like my indie collection is kind of growing, and I definitely want to buy all of Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers run, so that way it'll fill it up a little bit more too, because I really do love that run, and I need to read Robert Kirkman's part of it, but I was just so sad Daniel Warren Johnson was leaving, so I didn't pick it up yet, but in the future, I definitely will. And then we got Batwoman Volume 3, so now I have Volumes 1 and 3, so I just need Volumes 2, and I'm super excited to get into these. Batwoman is like a sleeper hit character. I never thought I would really like her, but after reading her stuff, she's really interesting, and she's just a cool all-around character, and definitely go try out other people's runs that she like might not think you even like. Before I leave though, I'm gonna show you guys everything I've been reading in this past week single edition, and I'll give a top 5 on Wednesday. I just didn't want to go through all of this on Wednesday because I felt like it was a lot of single issues because I'm so far behind. And I know I said I'm using Comic Geeks more. I think I'm only gonna use it for the trades because I fell so far behind. I didn't use it for any of the singles because I'm just so lazy. Yeah, I probably should have vlogged these singles, but I will definitely be using it for trade reviews, but singles have sort of been thrown under the bus with that. But anyways, let's get started. Speed Racer issue 5. David Pepos is the writer, Davide Tinto and Rex Logicus is artist and color artist. This is so good. This is a 5 out of 5 issue for me. Some of the artwork inside, we get Racer X's identity revealed. I was surprised. You probably weren't surprised though if you read the Racer X series they have right now, but I hadn't, and I was really shocked, and I was like, oh, that is such a fun surprise, and I've been loving that series so much. If you love Speed Racer, the movie, definitely go ahead and check out that comic. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man. Jonathan Hickman is the writer, of course, and then Marco Cicchetto, David Messina are 2 of the artists on this book. Messina does the artwork early on the first couple pages. Cicchetto finishes it out. And then Matthew Wilson is the colorist. My thing with this series is Marvel is screwing over this creative team so badly. Here's some of the artwork inside. They should not be ending this so soon. This is the second to last issue. The last issue comes out in February. They had to push it back already. I just feel like they're screwing them over so much, and you can feel them straining in these last couple issues, this last arc. You can feel them straining, trying to close this out in such a short amount of time. I think this could have gone on like way longer. I think it's in Marvel's best interest for this to go on, but I'm not an editor. What do I know? So I guess I can't really speak on it, but I just feel like, in my opinion, it's gonna be so hard to just close this out in one issue. But I think Hickman's gonna do a good job so far. I've really enjoyed like all the writing for this series, but it's just so upsetting to me that they're ending it when it could be so much greater. but they're forcing them to like be on this strict timeline and finish it out. But I just think the ultimate stuff could go on a little longer. Then we have Night Fight issue 2. Joshua Williamson is the writer, Dan Mora is the artist, and Triona Farrell is the colorist. Look at the artwork in this book. Look at the artwork in this book. Dan Mora is so amazing. And then, you know, I gotta show it. Where is he? We got older Jason Todd, or as everyone else is calling him, Dilfson Todd. This book is so good. I love seeing, of course, Dick Grayson in the first one, and they give a little more explanation on why Batman is in this universe, and I thought that was really cool. And he's just trying to fight out of this like heart of apocalypse. What is it called? Apocalypse. He's trying to like fight with that. But yeah, it's just a super interesting story of him fighting against the heart of why can I not say apocalypse? I was about to say apocalypse again, and it's not how you say it. Apocalypse, and we're gonna see more of the Robins in the future. And I just love Joshua Williamson's writing in the first place, and I really love the interpretation he has of Batman, especially in the aspect of him interacting with family members and the Robins. I just really love that a lot because he wrote a really good Damian Wayne series, and that was one of the big parts of that. Anyways, check it out, guys. Joshua Williamson. His stuff is really good. Oh, and look who's just under it, too. More Joshua Williamson stuff. This is G.I. Joe. Tom Riley is the artist. Jordi Belair is the colorist. The coloring has been going crazy for this Dreadnought arc. I just love, like, the little... It just looks like... I don't know, like, I just love the coloring they use. It looks like a completely different comic. Yet it's the same exact people that are doing the artwork for it, and it's just so cool that they can do a tone shift like that. But we see the team is about to rejoin Duke and Cobra Commander. They're trying to fix it. They're trying to band together with both sides to try to get their leaders back, and I'm just super excited to see where this goes next because they have a second issue coming out in December because they've been releasing 2 issues a month. And they said in like the little letter, they do like a thing at the end. Let me show you. They do this little thing where they answer like fan questions at the end. They said the next issue is like insane, and so was the one after that, the closing issue of the arc. So I'm super excited to see what happens. Okay, next one we have Batgirl. This is Tate Bromble, and Steven Segovia stepped in for the art for this one. And the colorist is Rain Barretto is the colorist. Here is some of the inside artwork. This issue. I'm kind of indifferent to this arc because I haven't been enjoying the arc a lot. I just feel like the character development that they're trying to give Cassandra in this, she has already had before in like previous runs, but I'm just letting this run out because I think the next arc, I'm just gonna be really hopeful. I think the next arc is gonna be a lot more interesting than this one. I feel like this would have been a lot cooler if they had partnered her up with Damian Wayne for this portion of the arc, especially with like all the League of Assassins stuff and the League of Shadows thing. So I just feel like it's kind of wasting Batgirl's time to have her do this thing. And so far Tenji, the secret sibling that they added for her in this arc, so far Tenji is under the realm of they just use the secret sibling for shock value and not for any progression in the story. So this past arc, I'm like, Bromble, you're losing me. You're losing me. But again, I'm hopeful because I really did love the first part of this, so I'm excited for more. But as of right now, I'm kind of indifferent to it right now. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League issue 5. This was so fun. Greg Rucka is the writer, and Nicola Scott is the artist. Annette Kwok is the colorist. There is that opening page. This is so fun. And one of my favorite things about this, I just love seeing superheroes hang out in the Watchtower. I think that's so fun that they're coworkers at the end of the day. They're coworkers and they're like all having lunch with each other and they're just hanging around. They're watching the meteor shower too. And I just thought that was super fun. And I would definitely like a little slice of life series of all of the people in the Justice League and the Watchtower and just like how they live, because I just really do. I do think that's so fun. Like they're all just hanging around watching the meteor shower. But the actual general gist of the story, they're stealing a power bank, and they did steal it in this issue. And now there's a little bit of traitorous things going on because we saw Clarion in the first issue was like double teaming them, not double teaming, was being a double agent, not double teaming. It was being a double agent. But yeah, I love seeing all the superheroes together. And seriously, they're all just eating and like looking at the meteor shower, and it really resonated with me. I was like, this is so fun. And of course, I just love seeing Wonder Woman in the story. And oh, look at this. Look how all of them are all together. And Blue Beetle's in the story too for like 2 seconds. And I love seeing Blue Beetle too. He needs an ongoing. Blue Beetle needs an ongoing. I did not mean to talk about this one for so long, but I really did like that issue. Oh, the next one. Absolute Batman, issue number 15. Scott Snyder hit it out the park with this one. This was so cool. I don't even want to let me not spoil anything because this was so crazy. Spoilers in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at Absolute Joker. This is insane. But yeah, this entire thing was just a really big backstory on how Joker came to be, or what Alfred knows of who this Joker guy is. And the reveal of what he thinks he is insane to me. This interpretation of him is so insane, and I cannot wait to read more of this. Because the next issue, oops, oh my god, I just dropped that on the floor. The next issue is absolute Wonder Woman crossover time. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Then we got more Batman. This is Matt Fraction's Batman run. Here's the inside cover. Matt Fraction is the writer, Jorge Jimenez is the artist, and Tomi Mori does the coloring. This is so good. I really love this issue. I know a lot of people were kind of, this wasn't their favorite issue. I think it's because like the past couple issues have been so monumental in Batman immediately taking down a villain and just like bringing a different perspective on how to take down these villains, what to do with them after he takes them down and stuff like that. So I do think this was kind of like a slower introduction of an issue than the other ones were, but I just really love Bruce Wayne being like a lover boy. I know he is only going on a date with her to get information, but I just thought they looked really cute together, and I love seeing Batman like this, and this is really fun. Do I think this is gonna end terribly? Yes. But in the meantime, I really like it. Also, I haven't really kept up with like Batman runs, so I have no idea what's going on with that man's love life and why he's not with like Selena, because I didn't read any of that. But this Doctor little arc is cute, I think. But the introduction of the big bad, the Minotaur, I really like this. I really like this. He's also on the cover page. I think he's a really cool villain. I don't know if he's been used in a Batman story before. I'm not really well versed on like Batman villains. It's kind of giving me like Court of Owls, that this guy has managed to build like this criminal underground ring that is so intertwined and controlled by him. And it's just like kind of grown underneath Batman's nose this entire time. So I'm really excited to see where they go with this, because it's the villains like these where they're just so insane and crazy, and it's giving Court of Owls to me. And Court of Owls is like one of my favorite Batman stories. So I am super excited. And I did like this issue because I think it was a really good setup into the Minotaur and what kind of threat he's gonna deal to Batman. So I did like this issue. I know I said this was gonna be short reviews, but they're turning out to be very long, and I apologize for that. But Absolute Green Lantern, Al Ewing is the writer, Sikotian is the artist, and then Presti does the coloring. More Cam and Joe just like being the messiest couple ever. I love them together. It's so fun. Then we get the introduction in the beginning of this villain called Nemesis. I don't read a lot of Green Lantern stuff. Nemesis has probably been used in like a Green Lantern story or like a DC story in general, but I thought he was a really cool villain that like takes on the faces of people that they know and then just like kills them. So he is now going to be hunting down Joe, and we're going to see what happens because she is in a terrible state whenever he finds her. So I am super excited to see what happens. We also see that Simon Baz is in the story, so I'm like, maybe Jessica Cruz is going to show up too. I love her a lot. Al Ewing has been blowing it out of the ball. No, that's not the term. Hitting it out of the ballpark. Why can I not remember that saying? But anyways, Al Ewing has been doing amazing at Absolute Green Lantern. I know people have been hating on it, but I love it. Then we have Batman and Robin, issue 28, Philip Kennedy Johnson, and someone else is doing the artwork for this one. It is Stefano Raffaele, and Marcelo Maiello is still the colorist on this. Here is that right there. I've been loving this issue. I've been loving this arc with this crazy guy trying to kill the ventriloquist. And I also think the ventriloquist is also a crazy villain. That's like, I just love whenever I don't know some of the characters in the story and it's like I'm reading something brand new. But Damian Wayne in this, I'm really loving his role in this story. I love that he's interacting with the kids of Gotham, and it's just overall a really cool arc for Damian. And Batman and his relationship in this, I also love it a lot. Anytime a writer can write a good relationship between Damian and Bruce Wayne, it's my favorite thing in the entire world. I just love seeing Bruce interact with his kids, and this one is a really good example of that. Philip Kennedy Johnson, though, he's leaving soon. I don't know what issue he's leaving, but I know he's not going to continue writing this, which is upsetting, but I definitely need to read more of his part of the run because I kind of started in the middle on a new arc, so I haven't read like the previous volume, but so far what he has been writing has been really good. Finally, my least favorite read of last week was the Wonder Woman versus Lobo thing. Joelle Jones was the writer. There was a bunch of different artists. Jason Howard, Carrie Nord, Daniel Bayliss were the three artists on this. The two colorists were Tamara Bonvillian and Daniel Bayliss. I'll say first, I really like the art. The art was really cool. It was giving me like a Street Fighter vibe, especially on this page. It just looked really cool. And it's just the writing that kind of fell short for me. It kind of felt like they were phoning it in for this issue. Like they knew they had a winner, but they didn't know how to like give a good fight between the two of them, between Lobo and Wonder Woman. I don't know. I just feel like the writing could be better because, okay, Wonder Woman just gets like laid out by Lobo in this multiple times in a row. And then at the end of it, all of a sudden the gods look down on her and they're like, okay, we'll let you win. And I just feel like that's kind of a cop-out with the story. Like I'm happy Wonder Woman won, but I just feel like the way that they wrote her win kind of felt a little, I cannot think of the word. I was gonna say cheap, but yeah, I guess cheap. I did like seeing the Wonder Girls though. That was another thing though. I like seeing the Wonder Girls, but they had to come in to save her because she just couldn't win on her own. So they knew Wonder Woman had to win. So they were like, okay, we can do whatever we want to her. And in the last run, we'll just make her win. And I was just like, I feel that's a kind of a cop out. You just had her like get beat up by Lobo a bunch of times and then just randomly have her win in the end. So I was like, could have done a little bit better with that. Anyways, guys, that is everything I read from the last week, and I will give a top 5 on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. Short little vlog of what I did the past couple days. But yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for all the support. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Peace out.